Lulu is essentially a part of the family now, moving in and all with us, and just gonna kind of get up to some more adventures with her involved, learning the new world. We did have an introduction of a new character, of somebody coming specifically to look for her, and of course getting strike down by Toru towards the end, especially after the way you treat Kobayashi. You can't go out of your way and start doing that type of stuff. Come on now. So maybe some like potential concern for returns of like others coming back from that world to almost try and drag us back, which could cause a lot of issues. So we're gonna hope not, and we're gonna hope we just get up to some fun, goofy times with everybody. But well, we'll see. I kind of doubt that's gonna happen. The more and more dragons that come here, like the more likely it seems that there's gonna be some sort of issue on the other side as well. Not wanting that to be the case, of course, but also just normal like living amongst others and humans and stuff and things that they can't even begin to comprehend, mainly due to the fact that they don't want to, is an issue, you know. So we have to play it out and wait and see, I guess, whatever they all decide to do. They could cause like a huge attack that could just cause like a big issue within Earth itself, by sending like many of them after us to allow this to happen. Maybe that's what I would do. You know, maybe I would send like 20 of them and then be like, well, you're outnumbered, so either you're gonna fight and destroy everything here for this place, or you're just gonna come and listen to what we want. I feel like maybe that could work as a strategy for them, but we'll let it play it out and see. I hope you guys enjoy. If you like it all, like and subscribe now to me, feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave any comments about this episode or series. This is a timer reaction. We have no studio or publisher or producer advertisements that appear before the version in which I am watching. I'm gonna count down from 3, and on go we will go. 3, 2, 1, go. Gonna hang out today. What does that mean? What song? Yeah, I gotta calm down. There you go. I guess. Breathe. Oh, she's learning. Somebody's here. Got your hopes up for what? The dancing's so good on these. Couple days. Yeah, she just kind of goes with the flow on a lot. And this is the issue. This is kind of what happens. You question things, and you're like, ah, she's too cute. Ah, I don't care. She's just gonna watch us. Ah, yeah, you invited her. The worst thing you could punishment. Absolute treat. Oh, you gotta slow down with them hands. That's what she sees from her perspective is crazy. You leave and you still gotta babysit. Oh, I'll hold up in the closet. Hmm. I love that she could just do that. Hmm. Right, and you were finally asked. Yes. Yes. Run it back. All right. How does this keep happening? Well, at least you're honest. Yeah, but she don't know you like that. Yeah, everyone's rebellious a little bit. Come on. I mean, she kind of, pretty bratty for what it is. Yeah. What city did you try to destroy it? You would have lost. Hmm. That's right out with the kids. Watching over like a proud mother. The children are sleeping. I mean, they bring Alma over. Just so helpless in the situation. What is there for me to do? Yeah. Aww. She was so happy. Love it. I was wondering why Georgie was here. Why would I? I love her. Yeah, I love him. Could you not have a meeting about me while I'm here? Operation Get Kobayashi, perfect maid outfit. Playing the game without any idea what she's doing. Oh. uh, can you do something without food in your mind? I've been demoted to the kids' room. It looks really similar to the one we saw her wearing. What's the point? Yeah, no, I don't think any of these are designed with her. What you got, Georgie? Favorite stamina. She's so soft spoken. No risk. Hmm. Wise words. Just opening our eyes to so much within the world. Yeah, I don't. It's not exactly that. It's about to be the most revealing, suspicious. Oh, she couldn't think of anything. Or are you saying you don't want her to wear anything? So why does she need to gather us for that? I'll reward you in some sort of way. Oh, looks good. Hmm. Should get everybody in the household one. I guess you guys get an affection. Yeah. Right, they killed your confidence. Exactly. Hmm. Operation Make Kobayashi a cute girl. Hmm. Nice. But they got the whole street. All right, settle down. Yeah, it's gonna be all okay for you. I kind of have a job and duties, and that's about it. Oh. Ah. Uh-oh. 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 What's so fun about it? Whoa. So electric. Look at hate people who just start and they're good at things. Oh. It's not as cool as the rooster. Interesting. I have nothing left to teach you. Hmm. I'm merely copying something instead of just actually enjoying it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we got to find something that she wants the. Right, right, right. We got to find something that will do that. Yeah, so much more fun now. Thrilling. Yeah, yeah, just a little hop. So people making the things that you enjoy happy. Like, oh, they're just like, what is that? Put on the exact same thing she was watching. It just feels so wrong to not have our characters be the one dancing it. Are they? Is that how much of a hobby could we? That's out the top of there. To the extreme. That's more of like an obsession. I don't want to play anymore. As a married couple, you're allowed to. Well, a fun little ending sequence with with a Kobayashi song. That's always enjoyable. And also just a cute overall episode. I'd say getting a lot of different excited Saikawa moments, seeing her and Kana get to be close to Kana and do things, of course, to fulfill her desires. Well, sprinkle in some other stuff, getting to see Kobayashi in a maid uniform, having Toru question a lot of things, her own position and the things that she does, and trying to find things that kind of fill her with joy outside of just Kobayashi, which turns into just Kobayashi anyways, because that's kind of what it is. And we get some other fun stuff too, with Lakoa helping out Lulu and becoming, more of what she's always wanted, the things that she's felt like she had to run from, and the things that she's had to change to do, which she proposes like intriguing and pretty on point ideas, I would argue, for becoming and running essentially from the situation that you were in due to like just the natural surroundings and the place that you had to unfortunately like find yourself in, but they were like necessary steps and things that you had to take to sure that you're alive and continue going forward too, but a variety of other things with her just kind of having the follow order and follow form to get her to the point that she can be who she's become, and missing out and regretting and reflecting on the idea that these are important things that she would love to return to or be able to have the ability to do at one point. So don't let that kind of get in the way and stop you again from being what occurs, of course, throughout this time. Now that you've already changed, you've already grown past that and grown through that, now maybe allow yourself to have that freedom and that luxury of being able to openly accept these things from the people in which kind of ask of it, and just to enjoy yourself a little bit more, to find enjoyment in your everyday life that doesn't have to involve hatred of other people or even hatred of yourself for the different scenarios that you've either kind of allowed to occur or you've just kind of been through, and what you've become as a person as a result of that. And Lakoa does just a really good job, I think, at being able to overall demonstrate that. And I do like to actually how we get a decent amount of reflection coming from Lulu, being like looking into why she's feeling the way that she is, and then even taking the words that people are saying and actually thinking on it, like not just dismissing things that everybody else is saying, or not even like thinking about that much and just assuming everything's stuck in its ways, like of being how it is, after she's kind of already gotten through that with what we got in the first two episodes, with her of course coming close and now living with us in Kobayashi, and her feelings towards humans and everything. Also now getting all of that and then being able to listen to somebody else and show that you do have that growth in you, that you don't have to be like so stubborn and stuck in your own ways and in the things that you've been brought up on and taught over time, and instead somebody's been able to change your perspective once, so maybe I should lend my ear a little bit here and listen to this person, I think is a pretty awesome thing. I like the joke of also having Saikawa kind of go in and find Lulu twice, like in the exact same position, and also like kind of replay the exact scenario that occurred to let her get in and be able to hang out and play with them. I think is a fun little way of doing that, and it's a way of almost utilizing exactly what Lakoa is kind of capable of with her own ability versus what we actually did, but it's like the same thing, but at the same time not. And also just the idea that we chose to not like erase history and not go back on these things that have occurred, because one, it would just kind of weaken, I guess, what Kobayashi and everything said, but also like all the lessons and the things almost that it feels as though Lulu's been able to like learn up to this point. So you kind of just lose out a little bit on that by having to maybe relive it or do it in a complete different way. So let me just not like go back on any of that stuff and learn from my mistakes and continue in my present life the same way that everybody else does, and that utilize unfair advantages and stuff too can be a nice little way to look at that and operate here. The playing of games and stuff and actually getting her involved is fun, and I love Saikawa going constantly and being able to lose on purpose, of course, through Kana even mentioning that she's very easy to tell and, and read her face. But just to do it, to be able to get the punishment, which is more of a reward, of course, for her. And then I really do enjoy too the Saikawa stuff where she looks at and reflects on like how she was so much like Lulu at first, even though they don't like connect at all in the same way, because they just don't understand each other's situation, but more so of like just couldn't stand this person to the point that like now you're so obsessed because she's just so cute. And even the different moments the Saikawa goes through of like wanting to question and be like, I don't even know anything about Kana, and then the moment she says something or does literally anything, she just forgives and forgets everything and just moves a little bit past it. The whole next part of the episode being centered around giving the Maid outfit to Kobayashi, of course, of something that Toru is wanting to do, which is really just a fun idea in general. And I like how it wasn't, I thought it was something that we were trying to go like behind her back or something to do for her, which was just like a sweet gesture that she was trying to do, but really isn't. She's very much on display doing this and gathering everybody who can come up with like fun ideas and things for them to have. I like the overall inclusion of Georgie throughout it. I think she's really just cute and adorable. I love her. I love how soft she speaks as well. So I do like actually adding her into these different situations, especially in a meeting with like all the dragons and stuff. So having her is fun. Presenting the idea as well about where maids come from, being kind of like who you are and what your profession is and the thing that you kind of live to do, as opposed more to like, this is, you become that when you put on the outfit. Instead, it's like, this is the outfit of a maid in a sort of way. No matter what they wear, whether it's like they're at work or they're out like doing something, it's like a maid wearing this or a maid doing that, or the maid's like whatever. So it's fun for her to be able to flip it a little bit and give that perspective, especially to somebody who's like such an avid fan and have interest in these things like Kobayashi, to even take a little bit of a note from that's cool. And Toru as well, because it gets her really thinking, that perfectly transforms us into, of course, the next half of the episode of her trying to find that hobby and find that thing of general interest and everything that she wants to take up, and to like define her as a person a little bit more, as opposed to just being like a simple maid or only having like this job to end up almost showing for it. Before that though, we did have a few other cool things. I just like the general idea of like Kobayashi potentially being this person who's like very like girly in a sense of like the clothing and the things that she has an attraction to and like interest in wearing, and it getting almost shut down by other people telling you that you don't look good in these types of things, if like altered her potentially to like what she ends up like what we know her as now, due to her own fear and being afraid essentially of having that kind of backlash or people looking at you in a sort of way, as opposed to just going out of your way and doing the things that you want to do, which is something that naturally of course happens to everybody, right? Especially growing up. As you get older, people stop, caring, of course, more and more. But throughout, like, especially the days when you have to go like into school and everything, if you try something for the first time, I know like one friend, I have a situation that he did this. If you try something for the first time that nobody else is really doing at that time, it doesn't come off like you're like setting a trend, or it doesn't come off like, oh, that looks good or that looks cool or something. You're weird because you're different, right? Because of the way that you're doing these things. And it sucks because those people, depending on the types of people you have around you, may not be afraid to tell you that, right? They may not be afraid to look at you and be like, yo, that looks fucking stupid, or just call you out, or like make fun of essentially the idea that you even thought that it would like look good, or the fact that you're just wearing it or whatever that you're trying out, right? And some people will take that and never give that an opportunity again, and it stunts them completely. Some people will be a little bit more closeted about these things as a result of the reaction that they got from other people coming out with it. Some people will just kind of take it in stride and continue because they enjoy it, right? And that's the different sides of each person that you can kind of take up. And Kobayashi, of course, immediately shut herself in and refused to continue, adventuring a little bit more into the worlds of fashion and trying to look her part, the thing that she really enjoyed, which is a little sad, right? You don't want to have to ever see somebody like that, and you want to see people experiment and try things and find things that they think look good. And even if other people don't think they look good, don't discourage them from potentially finding that and continuing forward till they find that. And it definitely sucks that she had to feel that way, but at least her coming to the idea that like maybe she just did have the interest and wanted to wear these things and shouldn't have to listen to other people is always a excellent thing. The entire last half of the episode revolves just around her finding that hobby and finding that thing of general interest, while taking everything that she takes up being spectacular at somehow, of course, naturally just gifted, bringing everyone to tears, anger, every emotion essentially. Seeing somebody that's at the beginning stages maybe even surpass them and what they're each capable of, which sucks. As somebody who, some things I'm good at naturally and some things I'm not. It sucks when you get into the things that you're not and see somebody else is already just better than you. Of course, yeah, I think everybody can relate to that at different levels, to the point that she ends up just making entire like Kobayashi merch based things, which is hilarious in itself, and thinks that honestly that should just be her business. Share your passion of Kobayashi with other people. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Just share that passion and explore the general idea that you could just maybe find people to convert to this religion that you're essentially creating, and potentially maybe even get some money and financial value out of this. Could be cool. I also like just the OP being played from the first season, like within the TV screen, like being something that they got like reanimated and like switching and Toru kind of replacing it with the characters, and how much you would like enjoy to see something like that is really fun. And then a fun little ED to kind of close them out. Enjoyable, a fun episode as always. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it all, like and subscribe down to me. Feel free to check out the channel. If you comments with this better series, I'll be back for episode 4 very soon. Sorry for the long wait on these. Been behind on a bunch of things. We're all caught up now. Hopefully things are smooth sailing all the way through. Probably about once a week now until we are done. But another 8 or 9 weeks until we're done anyway. So hopefully you guys have a good one though. Peace.